Look at an American Peterbilt, then look at a European semi-truck. The difference is insane. European trucks have flat noses. The cab sits right over the engine. The whole truck is maybe 20 feet long. American trucks? The hood alone is 6 feet. Add the cab and you're looking at 30 feet before you even get to the trailer. So why are American truck hoods so ridiculously long? Most people think it's just style. American truckers like the classic look, but that's only part of it. There are 5 real reasons American trucks have those long hoods. And reason number 5 might actually surprise you, because it all started with a single law that changed the entire industry overnight. Let's get into it. Reason 5, the 1982 law that changed everything. Here's something that'll blow your mind. American trucks didn't always have long hoods. Go back to the 1960s and 70s, and almost every semi on the highway was a cabover. Flat nose, driver sitting over the engine. The classic Freightliner, Peterbilt, and Kenworth cabovers dominated the roads. Why? Because federal law said the entire length of the truck and trailer combined couldn't exceed 65 feet on most highways. Trucking companies had a choice. Use a long hood conventional truck and pull a short 40-foot trailer, or use a cabover with a flat nose and pull a longer 45-foot trailer. Longer trailer equals more cargo. More cargo equals more money. So everyone drove cabovers. They were cramped, loud, and rode like garbage, but they were legal and profitable. Then 1982 happened. The Surface Transportation Assistance Act of 1982 changed the game completely. This law said that trailer length limits would stay. You could pull a 48-foot or 53-foot trailer, but the tractor length didn't count anymore on interstate highways. You could have a 10-foot hood or a 1-foot hood. Didn't matter. It wasn't part of the measurement. The second that law passed, truckers ditched cabovers overnight. Why would you drive a cramped, uncomfortable cabover when you could stretch out in a long hood conventional and still pull the same 53-foot trailer? Within 5 years, cabover sales collapsed. By the 1990s, they were basically extinct in America. The long hood wasn't always king. It took a single law in 1982 to make it possible. But once truckers had the choice, they never looked back. And reason number 4 explains why. It's about what happens when you hit something at 70 miles per hour. And trust me, you want that hood out in front. Reason 4, crash safety, the crumple zone you didn't know you needed. Let's talk about what happens in a crash. In a cabover truck, the driver sits directly over the front axle. There's maybe 2 feet between the driver and the front bumper. You hit something at highway speed, the impact goes straight into the cab. There's no crumple zone, no buffer. The driver takes the full force. American long hood trucks have 6 feet of engine and hood in front of the driver. That hood acts as a crumple zone. When you hit a car, a deer, or God forbid another truck, that long hood absorbs the impact before it reaches the cab. The engine gets pushed back, the hood crumples, and the driver has a way better chance of surviving. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety did crash tests on this. Cabover trucks had a 60% higher fatality rate in frontal collisions compared to conventional long hood trucks. Now, European trucks have improved their safety with reinforced cabs and advanced crumple designs. But physics is physics. More distance between the driver and the impact point equals better survival odds. American truckers spend 11 hours a day on the road. They're dodging cars that cut them off, animals that jump out, and four-wheelers texting while merging. That extra 6 feet of hood has saved lives. But here's the crazy part. Reason number 3 is why drivers actually prefer long hoods, even though they're harder to maneuver. And it has to do with what happens after 500 miles behind the wheel. Reason 3, ride quality. Why your spine will thank you. Here's something you only understand if you've actually driven a truck for a living. Where you sit in the cab completely changes how the truck feels on the road. In a cabover truck, the driver sits over the front axle. Every single bump, pothole, and road imperfection goes straight through the front suspension and directly into the driver's seat. It's brutal. After 8 hours, your back is screaming. After a full 11-hour shift, you can barely stand up straight. In a long hood conventional truck, the driver sits behind the front axle, way behind it. The front suspension absorbs the bump first, then the rear cab suspension smooths it out even more. It's like the difference between riding in the front seat of a school bus versus sitting in the middle. The middle is always smoother. Truckers aren't just driving for an hour. They're doing 500 miles a day, 6 days a week. Ride quality isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. This is why you'll see old-school truckers who refuse to drive anything but a Peterbilt or a Kenworth with a long hood. They've done their time in rough-riding trucks and they're not going back. But the ride quality is just part of it. Reason number 2 is about what happens when you're broken down on the side of I-80 at 2 a.m. And this is the difference between a $200 fix and a $5,000 tow. Reason 2, maintenance access, why roadside repairs are possible. Picture this. You're 400 miles from home, middle of nowhere. Check engine light comes on. In a Cabover truck, the engine is under the cab, literally under it. Want to check the oil? You've got to tilt the entire cab forward using a hydraulic pump. That's if the pump works. If it doesn't, you're calling a tow truck. Want to replace a fuel filter? Tilt the cab. Air filter? Tilt the cab. Coolant leak? Tilt the cab. And if you're loaded heavy, tilting the cab can shift weight and make the whole thing unstable. Some repairs are flat out impossible on the side of the road. Now picture a Peterbilt 389 or a Kenworth W900 with a long hood. Pop the latches. Lift the hood. Everything is right there. Alternator, right there. Fuel filter, right there. Belts, hoses, sensors, all accessible without a single tool. An owner-operator running his own truck can diagnose and fix minor issues in 30 minutes on the roadside. No tow, no shop bill, no downtime. Downtime is death in trucking. Every hour that truck sits is an hour it's not making money. Long hoods mean you can keep moving. Cabovers mean you're calling for help. And when you're running on thin margins, that difference adds up fast. But here's the thing. None of these reasons would matter if it wasn't for reason number 1. And this is the real reason American trucks look the way they do. It's not safety. It's not comfort. It's fuel economy. And the savings are absolutely insane. Reason 1. Aerodynamics and fuel efficiency, the $15,000 a year difference. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Long hood trucks are actually more fuel efficient than cabovers. Yeah, you heard that right. You'd think a shorter truck with less frontal area would get better mileage, but it doesn't. Here's why. Modern long hood trucks are designed with aerodynamics in mind. The sloped hood, the curved windshield, the way the air flows over the cab and onto the trailer. It's all engineered to reduce drag. A Freightliner Cascadia or a Kenworth T680 with a long sloped hood can get 8 to 9 miles per gallon on the highway. An older Cabover truck with a flat nose, you're looking at 6 to 7 miles per gallon. Maybe. That might not sound like a huge difference. But let's do the math. A truck running 100,000 miles a year at 6 miles per gallon uses 16,667 gallons of fuel. The same truck at 8 miles per gallon uses 12,500 gallons. That's a difference of 4,167 gallons a year. At $4 per gallon, that's $16,668 saved every single year. Over the life of the truck, we're talking $150,000 to $200,000 in fuel savings. For an owner-operator running on thin margins, that difference is the difference between profit and bankruptcy. And it's not just the hood. It's the whole package. Long hood trucks can run roof fairings, side skirts, and trailer tails that all work together to cut drag. Cabover trucks? The aerodynamics are terrible. The flat nose creates a wall of air resistance. So yeah, American trucks have long hoods because they save money, a lot of money. In an industry where fuel can make up 30% to 40% of operating costs, every tenth of a mile per gallon matters. But here's where it gets interesting. I ranked the countries that build the best trucks in the world based on engineering, durability, innovation, and global impact. And let's just say, America isn't number 1. If you think you know which country dominates the trucking industry, you might be surprised. Click the video on your screen right now to see the full ranking and find out who actually builds the best trucks.